What do we have next? Danish. Oh, we got Denmark once again. Danish court throws out claim that the patient's rights were violated when she wasn't given vegan food. Okay, I'm going to take a sip for this. A woman in Denmark did not have her human rights violated when she was not given vegan food by a hospital when hospitalized 2 years ago. Wow. Copenhagen, Denmark. A Danish court on Thursday ruled against a claim that a patient's rights were violated when a hospital failed to give her adequate meals for her vegan diet during her stay there 4 years ago. The Vegetarian Society of Denmark had sued the administrative unit overseeing the hospitals in Copenhagen and its surroundings on behalf of the woman, saying that her choice of diet was protected by the European Court of Human Rights. Nobody cares. The society further claimed she was subjected to discrimination by not being offered sufficient vegan meals during her hospitalization in March and in fall of 2020. The doctors are trying their best to save your life and to protect your health. Like, fight it. You can most definitely withstand it for a little bit. The doctors were, and it was in 2020, the doctors were already under a lot of scrutiny because of the COVID. Like, just don't be a goddamn woman. Just fucking withstand it, for God's sake. Like, these doctors were definitely under a lot of stress thanks to the COVID pandemic. And it's sad to hear that some people must be so privileged that they cannot, stand off a slight change of diet. Which, I mean, from reading the article so far, she did not have any medical condition. So, I mean, unless you have medical condition to eat the vegan food, you're a privileged brat. That's easy as that. The district court in Hiller Road, north of Copenhagen, said in its ruling that the woman had the option of bringing specific food herself or with the help of her relatives or others. She also had the opportunity to buy vegan food in a shop located on the hospital grounds. Interesting, very interesting. So the hospital is trying to tell us that the woman was lazy? Oh no, and that she wanted to have the food brought to her on the silver pedestal by a, gold-plated slave? Wow. In the courts, I'm kidding. Okay, alright. Don't take it that wrong way, I'm kidding. A little bit. In the court's view, the woman had not been prevented from eating vegan food during her hospitalization. Indeed. The Society Vegetarian Society, now that's the name, of Denmark said the woman, the Society of Denmark said the woman it identified as Mette Rasmussen had been hospitalized in her widower in connection with her pregnancy. She has not yet decided whether to appeal Thursday's ruling. Okay. So it was with her pregnancy. I mean, then she should have her father or anyone from her family, check up on her. I do not know how difficult is the Danish working culture, but I found it very unlikely that, that nobody would ever visit her, so she could just ask for the food. And if she was, kind to the others, was kind and warm, then I believe that even the hospital staff would bring her the food if she asked politely. Maybe she had a bad luck, obviously. I try to take it from both sides, although I find it difficult to believe that nobody would ever, from her family or her father, especially when pregnant, would not come to check up on her. That just sounds very strange. It is very surprising that the court believes that I was offered is considered adequate as a vegan food, both terms of nutrition and taste, the society cited Rasmussen as saying. What do you mean considered adequate as a vegan food? So if I understand it correctly, they offered her food, but she did not think it was good enough for her. So it was a vegan food, but it was not good enough. Damn, this whole's crazy. Rasmussen said she was given only dry white rice, baked carrots, celery, and boiled potatoes. Well, I believe those things were given her because she was pregnant, and the doctors probably wanted the child to have the best incoming nutrition coming to him or her while still in the womb. I think it was mostly a medical reasons than anything, villainous or, So yeah, you have a woman being very privileged and suing a hospital which offered her vegan food. However, she viewed it as not good enough. So, she had to take him to the court when in reality those doctors or sisters or brothers gave her this specific food because she was pregnant and this was the best nutrition for her unborn child. That is what I suspect. So yeah, I mean, vegans being stupid. And the other thing I really despise is that this happened in fall 2020. I believe this was already during the COVID pandemic, and the doctors have already a lot of stress put on them because the pandemic was going on for several months already, and people were starting to get tired of it and starting to get mean towards those doctors who were trying their best to help them and roll out vaccines.